Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia, and today we're starting a brand new Total War 3 Kingdom Let's Play on the channel, as we'll be jumping to the 194 start from the World Betrayed DLC, and we'll be playing as one of the featured factions from the DLC in Sun Ce. Now, there is only one mod used here for this Let's Play, and that's Make Them Unique, or MTU, adding a few extra characters to the game. And this is actually a commissioned campaign where one of the subscribers is actually paying me to play out a certain set of house rules for this Let's Play. Now, the house rules is not very complicated, but it is very interesting, so I took up the offer, and essentially what he wants me to do is pursue a standard victory with Sun Ce's faction. We're going for the 95 counties, 3 emperor seats, and along the way, we want to use a bit more espionage, and we'll be playing this with no cavalry. So for the generals, we'll be dismounting them. And that's important because he also wants me to play this on records mode. So you'll get a nice little group of bodyguard with horses, but we'll be dismounting them before every battle. And we're not going to be recruiting any cavalry unit, despite the fact that the game has Sun Ce's faction focus on cavalry with a 100% charge bonus for all your cavalry unit. This is very, very powerful, and we get 15% melee damage for all shot cavalry, and all these bonuses are basically going to be voided by our house rules. And the reason for this is quite logical in my opinion, since historically speaking, in southern China, where the Kingdom of Wu and Sun Ce's faction is located, there is not a lot of horses, and they're not known for their cavalry. The few horses they do have and the little amount of cavalry they have are not very good compared to the northern units, especially those of Cao Cao gained from nomadic backgrounds. So it's very interesting that the game decided to design it this way, with most of our characters being vanguards and having this heavy focus on cavalry unit. So we're going to break the mold here, ignore our faction bonuses, and play out this campaign without horses, basically. And it should be quite fun and a little challenge. Now, it's not meant to be a complete, realistic historical representation of the battles, since record mode is better than romance mode, I do agree, but it's still not realistic by any means. And I did ask the subscriber if it's okay to use siege weapons, and he's totally fine with that. So we'll still have those, which are one of the major elements of ahistorical battles in a sense. Anyhow, we'll be hopping into this one. We'll be starting out as a vassal to Yuan Shu, and there will be events that will free us up as we expand into the south and play out this campaign. It's a very interesting one. It's super rich in faction mechanic. We have Reckless Luck as one of our resources. We have Expertise as a resource that can help level up characters at court. And we actually have extra court positions, as well as a Legacy of Wu, or a series of ambitions and missions for us to complete. And we'll take a look at all of that in game. We have the faction unique unit from our father's faction, along with his unique building. And we also have new faction unique unit gained from the DLC in the Tiger Guard and the Handmaid Guard. Now, because this is cavalry and this is cavalry, we're not going to be using those, but the other 3 units will be just fine. And we have a very deep roster of unique characters, and we'll be gaining more, especially with the help of MTU mod as well. And of course, if we do espionage, we'll be stealing characters left and right as well. So aside from records mode, everything else is still the same. We'll be playing this on Legendary 40 minutes, and let's hop into it.
自从破虏将军谢氏以来，主公以一己之力稳住局势，保护了孙家基业。然而战乱未息，天下依旧动荡不安。
现下我等正受袁术恩惠，但此人欲壑难填，又才智不足，早晚要一败涂地。 我等需尽早摆脱他的控制，以免为其所累。虽时日已久，杀父之仇，吾未敢或忘。
为令尊复仇，自是头等大事，但主公须先摆脱袁术之窃肘， 建立属于自己的势力。江东与中原有天险相隔，物阜民丰，主公定当图之。
江东乃是刘繇的领地，但他新官上任，未经战事，要夺取江东之地，从他入手，或许是个不错的选择。
正是如此，然主公若欲占据江东，则必与另一劲敌交手。贼徒严白虎也盘踞在江东一带，主公若要夺取其地，此人绝不会坐以待毙。
另一劲敌，无妨，我亦将擒而治之。孙家大业，现下由我肩负，不论是用言辞还是刀兵，我都庇护孙家兴旺盛强，不负父亲英名。
Alrighty, that was quite a long faction flyby back in the day when DLC quality was still high. And we have a quest for revenge. Sun Ce, you have served Yuan Shu as a loyal vassal for 4 years since your father's death at the hands of Huang Zu. He has been a capricious and demanding master, but you have served with honor and distinction. However, you will not forget your duty as a son above all. Huang Zu must pay for killing your father. To see your revenge or vengeance realized, you will need land, warriors, and resources. Your family's homeland of Jiangdong would offer all these things and more. Perhaps Yuan Shu can be persuaded to let you take your father's former general south and build a base of your own. Until then, you must continue to obey his commands. So, we have a ton of faction mechanic to go over, but our first mission is to capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction, Lu Kang, who is the grand uncle of Lu Xun. He is the defender or the administrator in Lujiang, and Yuan Shu is attacking him. We will actually siege him out for 2 years historically before we take him out, and we were promised the land after we take it. Yuan Shu went back on his word, and that's when we really got discouraged, and we eventually used that as one of the reasoning for leaving him to go south. We'll get our father's generals back once we succeed. We'll get a supply bonus that includes a discount on recruitment and mustering discount so that we get units up faster. And we get some extra experience and replenishment as well. But because of the house rule, we can't take this fight on turn 1. We can't use the cavalry unit. These have to be deleted. And the garrison has 4 puny little unit, but because this is records mode, our general has abilities like increase the sphere of influence, a little extra charge bonus that we can't really utilize because we're dismounting them, and we're getting some armor. There is no slam ability, there's no AoE damage, there's no morale roar. We're just gonna have to fight like infantry and dismount these guys, so they can't really do much. We do have extra armor from our father's horse, and we have our father's sword as well. So this makes us unbreakable, which is nice. And aside from that, there's really not too much going for us. We get half cost to colonize. The charge bonus for cavalry and everything else damage for cavalry are not going to be valid since we're not going to be recruiting those units. And there's really not a lot of faction-wide bonus on a Vanguard skill tree. We do have one other character at the start. That's our mother, with the MTU mod, giving her artwork and a slightly different background bonus. We have 2% corruption. It's useful. We're going to give her authority. We're going to give her... Yeah, she can hold on to the Jade Seal, even though I think we're going to be following the events and giving it to Yuan Shu instead. And we're also going to be naming our mother as our heir. Our younger brother is not of age yet, so his bonuses will not apply. Therefore, it's much better if we have our mom temporarily be our heir. And she is going to be a member of the court because of this. So that involves another faction mechanic that we have called shared expertise. And we have extra court positions as Sun Ce, these 5 down here. And every single one of these court positions will give shared expertise points based on the character rank. So starting at rank 3, they will generate 1 point of shared expertise, and then it will increase by a point at rank 5, 8, and 10. And these points, going from 0 to 99 max here, can be used to level up our other characters. So Sun Ce as faction leader at rank 3 is giving 1 point per turn, and we start out with 60. You use them in 50-point chunks, and they basically add XP. So a little bit extra experience, and our mom jumps to 6,750 experience, and we ranked up. So I can pick something like increase starting rank for all recruits. And we will keep doing that whenever we hit 50. There is no bonus to hold it, so we'll just use it as much as possible, especially on characters who we don't really have to worry that much about their satisfaction. And then we have Reckless Luck. This is a representation of Sun Ce getting assassinated in the year 200 when he was recklessly hunting alone, when he has different people with grudges against him out trying to kill him, and then he dies in assassination. So if we don't do anything, we'll lose 10 points of Reckless Luck per turn. We start out at the max 250. In 25 turns, we will reach 0 points, and we will die. When Reckless Luck hits 0, Sun Ce just dies. We don't want that. So we have to complete Legacy of Wu missions. These include conquering certain territories, which will gain a flat Reckless Luck when we complete them. But if we get the whole set, we will get some per turn. Eventually, we'll gain enough to offset the minus 10 per turn. And once we do that, we can even gain some additional ones. I believe it goes to 12 at least, right here. It was 10 above. And with the additional bonus, you can maintain the max number because you don't actually spend Reckless Luck. We also will gain these stat bonuses added to our faction leader, aka Sun Ce. And it actually goes to 14. So if we finish everything, we'll have +4 per turn. And at max tier, you're getting 40% campaign movement range, minus 15% retinue upkeep, and 15 military supplies. So our main goal here is to finish these as soon as possible to maintain these amazing bonuses. And that's kind of what we're going to focus on for most of the game until we reach sort of the late game where we're trying to focus on the Emperor seat. Now, we will take a look at diplomacy. You might notice we actually have no land, so there is no early trade deal. But if we wanted to, we can sign some non-aggression, especially with factions north of us, since we'll not be dealing with them. And we can maybe get a little income boost from them. Not sure if they're willing to pay. Nope. Now they do start out with items. If there's something really good, maybe we can do a swap. It will be very expensive to do. Now Cao Cao is an interesting faction. Even though we might not get much from this, we might ensure the fact that we don't get attacked. And we don't get schemed on, and that might be worth it. Cao Ren is available, Cao An is also available. I mean, if you want to collect characters, we definitely could use our widowed mother and grab someone like Cao Ren before they steal his bow. It's not super expensive. We could definitely afford it technically. Like if we just give away a couple items, we might have to give away that spear as well, which I kind of don't want to. Personally, I'm not that much of a fan of Cao Ren, especially since we're playing on record mode. So we're just gonna stay away from that. And we're gonna back our army up to Yuan Shu's territory so that we can recruit. Let's move a little faster. And we're just gonna swap these units. We have 2,000 in the bank. And essentially, our mercenary unit with instant mustering would be our go-to choice here. We can afford, I believe, 3 of them. We can make it a little bit cheaper by adding a little bit of instinct for recruitment discounts. As good as our father's sword is, we'll use this, but I think we'll actually go with the spear for now. And then use this before we go into battle. It's about 7 less. It's not a lot less, but at this point, we are really all about penny pitching.
农人耕作，终得其
And then this last one, we can't afford to swap. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. I mean, Cao Cao's value 0.2. This is basically just us taking the deal. We could sell this maybe and then get... need 200? I think 160 is exactly what we need. Wow. Destiny? Okay, we'll take this.
有道理。
Alright, now we're ready to attack next turn.
烈火燎原，
We have enough movement. Looks like we have enough, so we should be fine. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's continue here. Yeah, we play a little bit differently than a typical campaign due to combination of records mode and the lack of cavalry. Wukong leaving. Ah, the sun asking for guarantee autonomy on turn 1. So we'll give up the seal and we'll pick up supplies, or we declare independence right now, go to war, press your luck. We get 5 reckless luck per turn for 20 turns. Oh, so we can keep this. But we don't get the generals back? I think the generals will probably still be easy to acquire, especially if we do spying. But I think for the spirit of things, we'll follow the story. Historically speaking, we didn't have the seal. This is a story from Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Right after Sun Jian got the seal, Yuan Shu got it. So it was not... Ooh. Wow. Okay, we're paying up. 1,000. Post-battle loot should give us enough. Rank 4. We're going to have to put him in as a Grand Commandant right now to keep him happy. Not even going to check the other characters. We just can't afford any extra.
放怒火，消灭敌军。
And yeah, I mean, this battle we can delegate now. There's no general. It's just 4 little retinues inside.
设宴摆席，欢呼
We'll be
庆祝
fighting exactly the same way the AI would fight this. We rush. And I don't believe we get to keep this long term, so we're just going to loot and
走马城池
occupy.
犒赏三军。
We'll pick up the same bonus as we would have. And Wu Jing, he's our uncle. He's our mother's brother. And he wants us to move into a neighboring county. And we'll get an old friend returned with his army. This should be Zhou Yu. We'll pick up some money. And we'll also get extension on Yuan Shu's supply. 4 more turns added in. So he wants us to go down... over here. Okay, so we'll move over. I think we'll keep the 1 archer. Well, let's first grab Guojia right away. We got some of our generals back. Handang, Chengpu, Huang Gai as well. And let's see, 21 points. These generals all have faction fondness, which keeps them relatively happy, and we don't have to worry too much about them for now. We have a little money left over. I'm thinking we can add a general to the army. None of the bonuses are going to be... Just taking a look around. A little extra replenishment. Take us a few levels to get there. We should put our mom on assignment here. Even though we're not we're going to be making much. I'm not fixing it. I don't think we're keeping this long term. But this is just the experience play. We're very poor right now. So I probably can't afford another character on the field. So we'll just leave it as it is. I don't want to thin out our troops right now because I don't know if we're going to get more fights and Joey's going to join us and we're going to lose a bit more money, but we should be okay. So let's see. Trade agreement. We'll sign with them for now. We don't want per turn here because I don't think we're going to be maintaining this for long. So let's just ask for cash. Usually not the best move in terms of how much we get. We'll check the per turn rate if it's like significantly. Ooh, we're messing that up. 2.3. Oh, no. We want the lump sum.
这很合理。
I mean, the trade route itself is worth 92. Not much, but we'll take it for now. And we'll just end our turn here. Ooh, he died of old age, perhaps. It's winter turn, so he could have triggered. He's 68. He lives past 70, historically speaking. And probably longer if not for the siege. Alright, we're working our way towards flexibility for that redeployment. Now, because she hit rank 3, we should be getting more points. We are getting points from Guojia, we're getting points from Lady Wu, getting points from Sun Ce. And it was 5 at the start of turn, but it should be 6 per turn next turn because she broke the level 3 barrier. We're going to just step just in, complete the mission. And of course, it's Joey that pops up. They want us to go down, capture Xingdu's fishing port. Okay. Lu Fan joins us. And we get more supplies. Reach rank 4 with 1 character. Because we snatch Guojia, this is done. And we get an experience boost. There are a lot of early game missions. Do we not have... We have movement to join. Let's merge them. I'm leading, buddy. We're friends, but let's get the order correct. I actually think we keep the unit. We're going to need the fire arrow, especially on the archer militia. The saber militia's not good, but they're full health. We'll use them, and once they get pretty injured, we could use a fresh recruit of mercenary infantries afterwards. But we're going to be targeting this. Xu Shao. It's his house guest who eventually, kills us. Then again, we did strangle him to death, so all is fair. And we have no care in the world. Well, let's jack up the tax rate. We start out with a very interesting faction rank setup, where we're pretty lowly ranked, but we have like more court positions open. We can play around with our tax rate. Just a very different start. The unit transfer, the climate, it's a bad turn for supplies. The merge is killing us. But I wanted to keep the unit, so that was something that was going to hit anyways. We should be fine next turn, spring. Oh my god. The game this is a developer's problem. They didn't put in the family tree for Lady Wu. So our uncle just offered a marriage of our cousin to our mom. Yeah. Messed up. Reject.
甚善。
What is owed? So he promised us the land, but he wants to take them and appoint his own administrator and hand it over. Like we said, that's why we didn't really build it up, because we know that it's not something that he will let us keep. And we're not leaving him yet. We get Faction Council. Slightly bugged. Let's open a menu, open another menu. Oh my god, it's really bugged. Guojia refuses to work for us. Alright, it's gonna bounce back. It's fine. We're gonna walk towards here. 3 turns. It's 3 turns either way, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna get the supply back on this turn. And then we'll suffer a little attrition in the meantime. Feels bad, but what can we do? That merge really set us up. So they got the school reform out of the way. We got the character salary discount, which is important because we'll have a lot of characters. And this will open up some espionage play down the line because it opens up the espionage reforms. We got a little bit of the military. We got the deployables, redeployment cost discount, additional seasonal deployment. Forge building becomes a viable choice. And, well, our trade route is gone. So what can help us right away is actually either we get a spy position. We can't afford spies at this point, though. Maybe we just save money with character discount on the salary. Because we have no buildings. We only have expenses. So let's do that. And that's it for now. You came with eunuch. It was equipped on him by Yuan Shu's faction before we got him back. Okay, we're gonna be snatching this. He could grab that, or it's better if he just grab. Look at the pouty face. Taking away our ancient silver. That's our ancient silver sword. All right, and that's another quick turn. If this works, it does not. It's sad. I was about to say, you know, last time I played Sun Tzu's campaign, they didn't put in faction council mechanics yet, and now we can use it early. But no, is it possible you can pay me something for this? I really don't think so. Okay, then we're just gonna wait it off. We don't need to make distant friends. Xu Gong, not Xu Shao. Xu Gong is the one who we kill. They got scared. And they're running away, which kind of makes me want to take this a little bit riskier route, but we get there a little bit faster. Yeah, he's just ditched. Good. Get another quick, easy delegate, take over, and complete our mission a little bit. We get another character, which is a burden at this point, but we can maybe take out a few units after this. And we'll be completing this one right here for 5 reckless luck, and we can go for the rest and slow down our decay of the reckless luck afterwards. Now Liu Yao's not here by this time period. Everything's a little bit pushed up. Well, how nice of you. Can you wait one more turn? Okay, let's... He has trade agreements. I'm gonna cancel this one because it's suspended. That's why we took the lump sum. Once we get a port, we can maybe get ourselves a trade route. Just wait one more turn. You still like us. Or at least don't hate us. Ouch. Now I wonder if some of the Wu's characters might come into our pool. Yao Chan, for example. Now, Zhang Hong should work for us, so even though we don't have much money, we're snatching characters right now. The Tuzhong actually should have a trigger event for us to pick them up. But since we see him in the pool already, we're going to grab him. I don't think it's going to affect Zhang Zhao's recruitment. I hope not. Alright, let's see if we can... Well, there we go. If alive joins, we paid 1,000 for nothing. Well, we get him early. We get him early. Taishi by picking up Poyang, Lu Meng by picking up another piece, the capital of Xingdu. So we'll be working towards those. Another bonus that we'll not use, but we really want flexibility in reach, so we're going to go across. I mean, Delchan is a good find. We could use a wife, even though maybe we save her for our younger brother. There's going to be the matter of Da Qiao and Xiao Qiao, who are technically just historically our concubines, but there's no other better character to represent our wife here, so we might as well use them. And we'll save Delchan for our brother. Just a few years older, like twice his age, no problem. So, buddy. Heard Cao Cao attacked you. He doesn't have a port, so we can't do this trade. This is fine. Just a little bit. 251, 314. Also, we have to consider how likely it is that faction will lose control of their port in the future. He is using Liu Beiping, which could get killed by looters. I think Shixie is the safe bet here. Relatively high value. We have food from the fishing port, and we're not using any food right now. He also happens to need one food. He's a 9 food, even though it's very rich, because you can see it changes to 0.1 after the first one. And can we... Ooh. It doesn't feel worth it to get 70 bucks for 1 food. The eunuch will be useful. We can hand it to a faction that we want to spy on in the future. They equipped it, and essentially minus 10 satisfaction for everyone in the faction. Now, because we don't own a capital, these are not very useful, but I guess... And we have to pay. We have to pay per turn maintenance cost, which we really can't afford. Let's just wait until we pick up some more. Taishi. See, he's going to join us if we take this. So we technically shouldn't fight him here. We should just wait till we take it. He's also not very happy despite being Lord of Thunder. I say we take Dayang first, make it our capital automatically by taking it first. And we should do so by changing some of our unit setup. So, because we're defending here, that's not a threat. He's going to come over 2 turns possibly. Alright, our gamble is that he's not going to come over right away. And that if he does, we can just mercenary unit up real quick. Ideally, the army comp we want is siege weapons for Zhou Yu, and Sun Ce pick up some infantry, some archers for Zhou Yu, and we just want to save a few turn of money. That's basically what we want. We need some cash. Han Dang being mad. I can't do much for you, buddy. I really can't. I don't think he should be the one we summon into the army. Double Vanguard doesn't feel necessary, even though he's the one who needs the satisfaction help right now. I can reverse 8 points by pulling him out. Especially since they're losing recently hired every turn too. and we're paying extra for his unit that we can't use. Yeah, I just don't think we can do it. I think we want to do this instead. Alright, let's we can also slot him in here. It's an expensive choice, but it would also contribute to our shared expertise growth. We'll think that over if his points get too low.
你不用怕我们，
No thanks?
如你所愿。
Is that the traditional protection money? Getting bullied for that? I'm actually kind of happy they're coming. Like I said, we can instantly pop out a bunch of mercenary unit and we could just hit them that way. Ooh, building a relationship with Guojia. But we can also do it with Handan and then make him like us. Guojia is going to have a core position forever. Let's do this. He's not friends with us yet, but that boosted it a little bit. Well, we probably want to stay, right? We don't mind getting sieged. We do mercenary infantry. We do at least 4 of them, and then 4 mercenary archers here. We don't recruit the trebuchets yet. We're doing the general. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the general with the left trick. We could pop out 2 more and just go hit them. They're on march. How confident are we fighting them? 太史慈, I mean, no hail of arrows because record mode, so it's much better this way. No shield, so our archers should do good damage. All right, we're gonna take this fight. We're even favored, so that feels good. We could delegate, but I think we fight this one. I mean, there's no dueling or anything, and it's just a little different with record mode, but I think we do just take the fight here.
无心似火，不屈不灭。
我等齐心协力，必能克敌制胜。
Alright, we also get all 3 of our deployables, which we will definitely use. Dismount. And protect them from the archery fire. We got fire arrows going back. We'll be in the back. They're on march, so they probably have to come towards us, especially since we have a tower. They're probably going to wait for their reinforcements. Oh, we also have some reinforcements, which... Here, you guys just rest here. I don't need you guys to get involved. We lose our charge when we're dismounted. We lose our speed when we're dismounted. So essentially, we are terrible infantry with high health. The tower's doing some work. They'll be using the spear of a shot cavalry. They're just using the sword. At least it's the same sword as the faction leader, so it's a decent blade, I guess, if you call this decent damage. Wow. Alright, they got fire arrow too. It's okay. They're not shooting the tower, which is foolish. And we got the shield, so 95% with the shield wall. Not going to be scared of taking that little bit of damage. A lot of ammo on these guys, so no worries. High base damage.
你这厮也配上阵？住口！
Yeah, the cavalry situation, the wooden stakes just to counter the generals.
时机已至，准备就绪，列阵，激情厮杀！赶快，赶快，准备开战！注意，做好准备。
There's charge resistance on this. The wooden stake did stop them.
起勇气，杀！准备开战！
We're gonna go fight the horses with our spear. Joey is so weak, he's just gonna sit in the back.
准备就绪，
I think we're fine. I'm gonna keep them in reserve in case we get flanked.
顽强不屈，准备就绪，挺住，
Alright, he pulled back, so let's go kill this.
还不引颈受戮？
摇唇鼓舌如此，怕不是在自取其辱？
Pull him out. Looks like they're trying to flank here.
列阵！哼，敌军士兵正在溃逃，赶快，赶快！听命！
You two shoot here, but do not
守阵
chase.
线！发射！打起精神！射击敌军！听命！杀光敌军！准备就绪！兵在此，准备就绪！加快脚步！加快速度！
Wait for them to come and then we'll light it up.
时机已至！
Alright, just keep him busy.
请挺住！兵听令！准备开战！听命！扑灭敌军！
Ooh, did we chase into the fire? Not sure. But we're pushing out
你若
basically.
想歇歇，我定奉陪。
I think we'll do a little bit more damage with regular arrows at this point.
做好准备！
Morale impact's already been done.
进攻！勇士，天下不留！哼，敌军士兵正在溃逃，挺住！
Actually, just hold this. Let the archers take care of the archers.
兵听命，杀！准备武器，准备开战，做好准备！注意，杀！听命，挺住！准备好了，速速前进！
I don't want to step into any fire by accident, so if they started pulling back, I would just stop chasing there. Alright, their reinforcement is one strategist with two archer militia, so we'll just basically chase into that and take them out as well. I think this is just going to be... Yeah, we'll let the infantry bounce back, not a big deal. They'll run into each other here. And we'll trigger the army loss, and even if they bounce back, they'll, you know, rout again pretty soon. Alright, not bad, not bad.
设宴摆席，欢呼庆祝吧！
Just like in history, Taishitsu and Sun Ce fight each other first. We picked up his bow. I definitely don't want you. We'll just release you.
这次饶你们一命。
We need as much money as possible.
威加海内，乱世
We
岁地。
could wipe this side.
心有
And
所
then
欲，
this would mean we probably work
之
towards Poyang instead and make that our capital. Danyang would be better, in my opinion. We get a port, we get a trade access, we get salt mine, but technically trade is the same this side because this would be our trading. It'll connect to our capital anyways, and Poyang has just one less harbor, basically. That's the difference in their income potential. I'm just worried if I leave them alone, they bounce back and they come back and get us. You know what, with 40% campaign movement, I'm gonna trust that we will still have plenty to go over there. This will just be a cleanup here.
承天所助，国军必胜。
These trigger after battles, the checks during certain years, so you want to fight a lot if you want to get these triggered. Jiang Qian and Zhou Tai joins us. Zhou Tai obviously being very, very useful in romance mode, but that ability is gone now, and he's gonna be pretty boring. Still a bandit character though, even though the unique skills are, the skill tree becomes the same, except for the bottom ones. Post battle, yeah. Loot going towards this side. Our salary situation balloons. Okay, at least we can protect it, unless they have night battle. They do not. And they're probably going to be too scared to fight us, and they'd probably be running away. We're going to clear some space here. Now, I know they ranked up. It's not a big deal. They'll all eventually rank up. Make room for trebuchets. That's going to come out anyways. And I think we make room here as well. Not for units, just for salary. We'll return this to Taishitsu when we recruit him. I'll take this. A bit of authority on top of that as well. And you know what? I'm going to equip it for now. And before we end turn, we want to swap over to General of the Right for the upkeep discount. It's not really worth it until you get the trebuchet, but we'll flip again when it's time to finally recruit that. I think we will go... We'll go to Danyang. We'll sell that way. Since we cleaned up both of their armies, they're probably not going to come over. Poyang as the capital or Danyang as the capital. We'll go for Danyang first. Is there a big difference in terms of what we get? Poyang, Reckless Luck, 1 extra assignment. Danyang, Reckless Luck, 15% industry. This will be better. This would be better. Alright, and that is it. We're not actually making anything from taxes, so let's not stress our commandery out. Right? Why do we need tax rate when we don't have... We have 0 tax income. Might as well make them happy. When did we get a horse? I guess we just did at this turn. And we're not giving it to you. End of our campaign. It's his unique confederation mechanic that he gets from turn 1. He wants to fight. I guess lessening the... Ooh. Pyrrhic? It's a pretty similar battle, right? They have their infantries. We have our infantry line plus our archers. We have slightly less unit. They... Okay, I mean, we'll fight it. the casualty result really doesn't matter. Like if it's bad, we just delete the unit, rest them up, you know, recruit, they'll be instantly ready. It changes the calculation of like the upkeep ratio cost versus recruitment cost, whether you want to keep your unit to replenish or not. Probably just 2 in the front to absorb the enemy arrows. Then we're gonna have to get ready for counter charges. We are probably gonna use this group now for this battle. I mean, it'd be nice if you sent that cavalry over here. Wait, where is he? Why are there scattered? This guy has like deserters. Wow, that is weird. Alright, they can take their time. I'm gonna take my time too. I don't have to rush up. If they're not rushing us, we don't have to rush up because tower is getting free shots. Where are they going? They're coming back. They're moving. That's why they're coming back. Alright. If we can take out the cavalry and then hit some of the generals, it'd be great. Guess we're flanking enemy range. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to stop that. They're not gonna step in the oil. Alright, just gonna quickly give them their command. Engage. Engage. Fire here. There we go. That stops them. See if we can hit them. Alright, keep her busy, but you need to move over here. That fire halts that potential charge here. Oh, fire here? Yeah, step into the fire. Good job. Good job. Alright, you guys take this. Clean them out. Perfect. Shoot here. Shoot here. We broke through. We'll take the charge now. Pull away. You start firing now, because you guys are safe. We'll basically kite him with 4 units. Alright. I'm guessing army loss should kick in soon. There we go. I mean, people think romance mode is easier, but I think it's very similar because the enemy generals also become so much weaker. Like in romance mode, when you set up for a battle, yes, your generals could do a lot, but most of the time, like when I play,
都放了吧。
unless it's like early game and we need a lot of help, I usually don't use the generals to kill enemy infantry or units. It's usually just trying to stop their general from coming in and wrecking our formation. Now we don't have to worry about that. Now everyone's just a regular cavalry unit. Especially if you get something like crossbow that's armor piercing. You can take care of them pretty easily. Yeah, I think we're gonna be set on getting Dayan first. Just clean them up here. It'll take 2 battles.
设宴摆席，欢呼庆祝吧！快滚回去吧！进攻！全力奋战，则战无不胜。都放了吧！开战！
We could take the river route, which would be faster. For replenishment purposes, we can get trebuchet up in 1 turn by using the swap option, by getting some mercenary archers and then swapping into whatever unit we want. These guys with the 4 turn, right? This is just a classic case where it's better to delete and re-recruit. And then we'll keep these, I guess. And that's pretty much it for the turn. We get positive income. We're about to lose our first tier, so the retinue upkeep discount will slowly bleed away.
我军如有天助，气焰大盛。
我们将支持你独立。
Ah, we will pay for his support. No thanks. No thanks, buddy.
善哉，此事不提也罢。
Can you guys stop him? You have a full stack. Oh, how nice. What a scheme. What a scheme. Ooh, we get some extra campaign movement on top of what we already get.
请下命令。
Right, so we're going to be setting up for this conquest. We can either
谈笑欢饮。
leave now or wait 1 turn. That's not a big difference. We finally get something good. Peasantry. Ooh, the only benefit here is that it's free. We actually don't have any income right now, so this doesn't actually do anything except for the population growth, which also doesn't do anything. But I'm also not so sure about paying 500. So I'm not sure about what to do here. We need her to level up so that she can pick up the 25% redeployment costs. So someone like Handong could maybe come out. We could use an extra trade route at this point. I don't think there's anything else more useful. Liu Bu, not sure how long he will survive. He just created his own faction. Alright, we're gonna trust that he can defend himself from the looters.
说吧。
We might get a bit of money from him on top of the trade deal.
我方接受你的提议。 我们有许多话要谈。
Not really worth it. We are slightly desperate for money because we are about to recruit. Not a bad deal.
我方同意。
Alright, so I think we'll see how much the army costs first. I do kind of want to get Hundong out. It'd be a shame if he becomes a turncoat on us. I could also give him a court position. It's not going to cost anything up front because this 900, it's just going to go down the drain because we can't use the units. So yeah, so maybe a court position will be better for him. There's a faction-wide character salary discount. It's not from him, it's from the Chancellor position. Our position bonuses are a little bit different. So while we do get an increased salary on him, it might actually come out relatively neutral for us. So that actually worked out pretty good. So we're picking up mercenary infantry. We are probably going to go full stack. Let's do this first. This is something that we must do. All right, we're paying a little bit extra for the trebuchets. And oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I guess it's not that many units, and it's kind of too late to do it. Because we have to flip back next turn. If we do 2 more with the negative, I think we can only do 4 units here. It's fine. It's enough. And you see, they're pretty much fully replenished. Like, at least good enough that we don't have to wait. And we can set sail now. And since they're not going to replenish anymore, we're just going to rush our way over and be able to attack them next turn. That works out. And did he change? He devastated a city. I mean, the problem here is, when we take this, there's no peasantry here. We're losing 50% of what we could get from the commerce. So I don't think that's a great idea. This is back. We do have 500 to spare. So let's get an item. Okay, well, it's fine. Sometimes the set item could be amazing, could be like a gold item or something that pairs nicely. And other time it could be Whalals. Alright, for this battle we'll let you have this. He's unbreakable already from the armors, so it's not really about that. It's just, I think it's more damage than what he had before, like 10 and 14, I think. I think Cao Cao ambushed and he missed him. It's going after neutral. No thanks. No thanks. The guy who killed our dad. Alright, she recruited herself to die. Faction leader going down with the ship. Good for her. Cao Cao's going to get the Emperor. And we're pretty well prepared for this. Do we just delegate is the question. I think so, because I think what we're going to do with our mercenary unit is another reset. So we should pick up Zhang Zhao here. Yep, he's here. Same with the item. Who did you work for? Wang Lang as well. Both of them Wang Lang. Faction destroyed. Flaming shot. Okay, so the siege weapons did not take damage and they will replenish in a turn. 3 turns with the rank up on them, we're not going to touch them. But these, even 2 turns of upkeep, 149 upkeep, close to 400 recruit. I think it's a better deal if we just reset them, move them to the borders, pay only for... Basically don't pay for upkeep is kind of the strategy here. And then we maintain a positive income in these downturns. And then Zhou has his, you know, little discount going on there. We get our commerce income. We get a little bit of food to sustain itself. Finally have access to assignments. We're gonna do... let's do refund to... Rank 3 is like the first threshold when they should get into our court. Satisfaction, it's not desperate yet, but it is needed eventually. Our heir has all the faction-wide bonus skills, so there's no rush to rank her up anymore. So maybe this is what we want. He's in a court position, so he's not going to pick up, like he dropped 2 more points and that's it. But everyone else, we're at that threshold where they're going to hit 24 next turn. Actually, no, they're going to go down by 4 points. They're going to go 22, because recently hired also will go down. So I think we do this first. Yeah, I think this is the right play. And there's no rush to get Guo Jia on the field. Usually we want him for the brilliant skill, but like Zhou Yu and Sun Ce is just the pair that we're going to stick with. If we had to pick a third, I think it would be Cheng Pu. We'll try to get him out. And it's more effective to put the melee infantry on him than Sun Ce. So he's going to be our next target. So he's probably going to go unitless for a while. Just because it doesn't make a lot of sense to use those units on him. I mean, they're fine. With no cavalry, I mean, cavalry is the only thing that kind of makes sense, but... yeah, 360 for the recruitment, 149 for the upkeep. I think it's best to just temporarily use them, delete them, rinse and repeat. We got 11 more turns of supply. This is our new capital. 4.1, that's substantial. Don't tell him we have Deltran in our faction. Not much there, but I doubt we get to, yeah. We're not going to get to 400 here. 42, 43, 45, 44 maybe? 43, okay. We'll take it. And Li Bu will sign us a deal too. 3.2, not bad. Well, he desperately needs this food because he's -1. 1.5. Okay, I will take it. Doesn't have much money, but he's decently generous with it. Alright, are they part of any alliances? Do we need to worry about attacking them? No. Right. So they will be next. We'll be taking these to complete it. We're not going to keep this building. And I prefer this, especially for Sun Ce and Sun Jian's faction, because for their port, the commerce bonus is faction-wide. Only for their faction. So it's like a must-have. 25% per port. You give up the spice. Even if you have all the spice down south, take this option. it's the much, much better option. And then we'll put a state workshop in here, and then we should be all set. We don't have administrator position, but we should be getting one relatively soon. Well, they're taking Liu down. No, we're going to be attacking you because, you know, your vassal killed... Well, you kind of got involved in killing our dad, too. Chasing Liu around. Down to his last county, I think? So if he wipes him, maybe he'll join us. I mean, we are the vassal, so I don't know if that would actually work. Once we get administrator, maybe.
正在行进。
All we would do here is we want to get Chengpu out.
切莫动摇。
We can afford 3 of them. Here. This is the time we take this over. That's probably... we can do... I mean, the instinct points will help with the recruitment at this point. A little bit cheaper. And then we just rush them.
待时而发。
Oh, not gonna say yes to this. This is the closest army to our port, which we really don't mind losing at this point. Oh, we should bring this back to normal. What are we doing with the tax rate here? I guess we don't mind losing this at this point. So I don't want to ask for permission.
欢迎，请进。
We are a free man now. $21 point to ask. We're just gonna go to war and declare.
吾等已是秣马厉兵。见识一下我们的
And
敌
she
情。
almost saved you. Let's see. Yeah. Guy likes to learn words and phrases. Book of Ceremony. They have some sweet items. The map, it does favor our siege weapon with flaming shot. Archer's a little bit damaged. Front line's okay. We should be fine.
没时间可以浪费了，来战吧！我们必须智取敌军。我们终于相见，我终有机会。听命！
Alright, we want to funnel them in one direction if possible. I don't want to hit the trees and burn ourselves. This should be fine. Maybe just to be safe, a little bit farther back. We'll still be in range to cover that exit. And if they're looking for a big flank, we'll block them with that. Have the fire. Let go of the horses. Sit back.
起勇气，坚守此地。
They might not charge out, which is also fine. We would then just go for these.
前方！
It is foggy, and our rank is low, so the accuracy might be us. Oh, we hit it. Lucky shot.
你纵使拼
This
尽
angle is going to be a
全
little
力
bit tougher because the way it's kind of
到
turned.
底是个黄口小儿。
We're gonna test our luck here. Hope we overshoot some and smack right in the middle of that cavalry unit right there. It's double stack, general plus the cav from the garrison. Nice. Yeah, so we'll keep firing at this. Hopefully we'll burn it down. We just need one
做的还不够
shot to
好
hit.
我看你神气涣散，不堪一击。
Ah, that rock just blocked it. We just need to hit like here. Or just kill their cavalry. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. Worst case scenario, we get our archers to come up and shoot down the tower if we miss all the shots. I don't think so. We have plenty of ammo. That poor cavalry just walked right into it. We're still not hitting it, though. There we go. Alright, so since they're not charging out, we have the towers down. We should move up.
鼓起勇气，上吧！你尽可做得更好。如也就这点能耐，何不再努力一
Like
把
we？ move past our protection of our deployables, but
剑，投起来！时机已至，
I think it's fine.
列阵，停住！停住！做好准备！停住！速速前进！
We become more accurate when we're closer.
敌人觉察到我军了。
Alright, let's find our target. So I think we want to take out this crossbow unit. They would hurt a lot on a lot of our units, but the angle is kind of tough.
做好准备，赶快！
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to hit this group. We killed one. Not worth it. Let's pound this gate here. Especially with a tower cut down, should just have... accuracy is still not great. It's okay, we got the... well, they're coming out. Okay. This is good, this is good.
准备就绪。
Maybe they're just swapping a few units to guard the gate. I see a nice cluster. Can we get a shot here in time? If they're reloading, as I changed location, but this would be a great hit. It's kind of hard to hit exactly here with the rocks. But the archer is having a field day. And we'll exhaust our ammo before we move up. They're not going to do much damage into 95% range block chance. We can just let them fire all day. Alright, trebuchets are out. Archers running out.
好准备，跑步，
We're gonna have to be rushing these now. We have the axe unit to do it. I think we'll be okay.
顽强不屈，赶快，赶快，注意，
Alright, their crossbows out. We're gonna
箭在弦上，
move up.
听命，赶快就位，顽强不屈，验阵，速速前进，
时机一致，快跑！
准备就绪，鼓起勇气，援兵在此，准备就绪，赶快赶快，
鼓起勇气，给我射击！
勇士，加速前进，
Alright, charge in there.
灭敌军，快跑！
不要留情，准备开战。
Alright, wait. We might need you here.
速速前进，准备好了。放！
停住！听命！冲啊！
Stand right here to protect that flank.
听命！
Go kill the horses. He's got the polearm. Get damage bonus there.
你的战友正遭受攻击，
时机已至，
听命！快快快！射击！
Take that
做好
out.
准备，顽强不屈。
We can rout him. It'd be also pretty good.
勇气
杀光敌军！杀！诛灭敌军！
We can just rout him.
注意，
准备开战！鼓起勇气！
弓箭手注意！射击敌军
Perfect. Go, 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 go. Push in. Chain route.
杀！杀呀！加不留，停住，速速前进，加快速度，快跑！
准备就绪！
Focus on the one who's not routed.
时机已至，放箭！听
Lay
命
down continuous damage so they don't come back.
片甲不留！
冲啊！杀！停住！
-2. They're done.
就绪，顽强不屈，片甲不留，放箭！
-94. He's done too. Just doesn't know it. They have one general in there, but hold on. Is she not gonna
准备
route?
开战，弓箭手准备，射手就绪，发射！
准备就绪！准备开战！
Alright, we're gonna send them in. They might have 2 units in the back. Maybe that's why they're not routing. Might as well burn all this down. Maybe a little morale hit over here. Anyone home? Wait, what? What is happening? Why are we not winning? Where are they? Are they here? Yeah, she's here. She's unbreakable. Okay, that's why. Wait, we don't have to approach right now. Give it a second. We're out of ammo. Alright, now we have to charge. Hack them to pieces! faction leader is not faction leader, but the wife is already dead. It's just the bodyguards now. I think the bodyguards are all male, but because the general is female, they have the female voice lines.
真是毫无。
兵起连年，烽烟不息。若不速速了结战事，
全力奋战，
Alrighty,
战无不胜。
we got yeah, and we'll take it.
还是有些用处。
So, quite a good start, I would say. We'll complete Danyang, finish one of our Legacy of Wu, and then move on to target maybe the rest of Xingdu first, just because we got a piece already, and then of course Kuaizi and Poyang and so forth to counteract the points that we're losing. Once that's all done, we'll march north to take on our former master, and then go from there. So, hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!